Hi, my name is John Dunleavy, and today I'm going to be doing a full body assessment on a patient. Today, we're going to start with the head, and we're going to work our way down the torso all the way to the feet, assessing the body as we go down. So what we do is we use the acronym DCAP BTLS. So we're going to be looking for deformities, contusions, abrasions, penetrations also, and then burns, tenderness, lacerations, and swelling. So I'm going to be starting at her head, and then I'm going to be working my way down. I'm going to be palpating her body, looking for injuries and disformities. So starting with her head, we're going to palpate the back of her head, looking for tenderness, any disformities, any contusions, anything like that. Everything seems to be normal. And then we're going to switch to the front of her face. So we're going to be looking at her forehead. We're going to be checking that to make sure it's not tender or deformed. Her eyes appear to be normal. The bridge of her nose seems to be normal. Her cheekbones also seem to be normal. Her jaw, nothing there unremarkable. Can you open your mouth, please? Everything's fine inside her mouth. Her ears are fine. I'm going to check the back of her neck. Everything, nothing tender, nothing unusual. Everything seems to be normal. Her throat's normal. The area here where you'd be looking for a vein, looking to see if the veins are sticking out. I can't think of the term of it right now. Her thorax is fine. I'm also checking her breathing as I'm going down, and I could see that her chest is rising and falling, and she's breathing normally, so everything appears to be normal there. Moved her shoulders here to see if there's any tenderness or disformities. Everything seems to be fine. I'm looking at her clavicle bone, and those are fine. They're not disformed, or they don't seem to be broken. They don't cause any pain. Looking through the sternum here, everything's fine there. So everything's normal. There isn't any disformities or broken bones. I'm going to check for her ribs right now to see if there's any tenderness or broken bones with her ribs. So I'm going to start by palpating the side of her body and moving up. And again, no tenderness, and everything seems to be normal there. I'm going to move down to the abdomen. I'm going to use the belly button to break this into 4 quadrants, and then I'm going to palpate the 4 quadrants to see if there's any tenderness and make sure everything feels proper, it's soft. And it does there, does there, does there, and it does there. So she seems fine, no tenderness there. I'm going to move down to the pelvis, excuse me, to see if there's anything there that might be sore or tender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down in, and there's no tenderness there. She hasn't any loss of her bowels or no incontinence with her urine. So now I'm just going to check her legs and her extremities down here. I'm going to palpate each leg individually for any kind of tenderness or broken bones. Everything feels normal here. And then move down the legs. Everything is fine. Her feet are cold, but that's because she hasn't had any socks on in the house. Checking her pulse here. Has a good strong pulse. Check for cap refill, but again, her feet are really cold, but they seem to be okay. There's a good pulse there. Can you push down on your foot? Any tingling?
Nope.
Okay, check the other side. So I'm going to palpate this leg here as well. No tenderness, no obvious bleeding, or any contusions or anything. Bones all feel secure, no tenderness. Pulse feels fine. Your toes freezing, so cap refill isn't really going to happen. Push on my hand, please. And she seems to have good motor skills there as well. So now I'm going to move up to her upper extremities. I'm going to check both of her arms. So again, same thing. I'm going to palpate for tenderness and muscles, any broken bones, no signs of bleeding or trauma. Everything's fine. Checking her pulse. Pulse is regular and strong. Cap refill. Kidney refill is great. Can you squeeze my hand, please? Great, perfect. And then I'm going to move over to the other hand, other arm. Palpate that. Everything seems fine. It's good. No obvious signs of trauma, no tenderness. Pulse is good. Refill is good. Can you squeeze my hand, please? Great. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the patient over. I'm going to check the back side of her. So first thing we do is move this arm up and over this way. I'm going to move this arm over across here. As we turn her, she's going to move her leg over as well. Perfect on your side. So check her neck again, the back of her head. No obvious trauma back here at all, no tenderness. Back neck seems fine. C-spine feels good. Spinal column is good. And the back of her legs. All good. The bottom of her feet look good. No injuries there. This other leg is fine. So that's all good. I'm gonna bring you back. Thank you. So everything is unremarkable. She has good breathing, good pulses, no tenderness, none of the decap signs, decap BTLS, none of that. So I'm going to conclude at this point that the patient is unremarkable and is in good shape. Thank you.